What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're gonna be looking at the new top hero combos that are storming the game. We're gonna be talking about the newly added hero for poison tiles and combat, so make sure to stick around till the end to not miss something, because this one is gonna be exciting. Let's get to it. Okay, so with new heroes added, you get new combos and new variations to the previous combos, and most of the time the results are not that impactful. Even though the new heroes are usually overpowered, it takes a while till players really figure out what works best and in which situation. But with Arslan and Pharah, the new added heroes, we got some really powerful results coming from the combos variations from these two heroes. And let's start with something that is for me the most impressive and exciting, which is poison tiles. For as long as I know, the Beast Queen combo has dominated this domain as being the top legion for pushing poison tiles. And even though there were other variations and other type of combos that you could use for poison tiles, nothing came close to how strong the Beast Queen combo was. And I'm specifically talking about pushing poison tiles at the maximum you can push them to. Until now, we have a few new variations of pretty much the same combo that is really destroying the results that you could get from Beast Queen combo. And this is what makes it so exciting. It's not just as good as the Beast Queen combo or a bit better, it's actually much better than the Beast Queen combo when it comes to pushing poison tiles. Now, even though there's a few variations to this combo, the two heroes that are always there is frontline Arslan, the newly added footman hero, and backline healer, the previously newly added hero. Both are footman heroes. When it comes to the mid-row, I've seen a few variations going around. I've seen people using Scarlet in the mid-row, I've seen people using Poison in the mid-row, but at least till now, the most consistent and best results I've seen coming out of this legion is when you have either Bleeding Stead or Sakura in the mid-row. So let's talk a bit about the two heroes, how they contribute to the legion, and probably which one would be better for you. Now, first of all, both heroes kind of do the same thing. They both come with extra additional damage for the legion in the first 3 rounds. Bleeding Stead is offering increase of damage for your legion in the first 3 rounds, where Sakura increases the damage taken by the enemy legion in the first 3 rounds. So it's pretty much the same thing, just seen from the opposite point of view. But this is where the similarities end. If we're looking at Bleeding Stead 8th skill, we have the Recover, which, as I've already discussed in the poison guide, recovery heroes do recover also poison damage. So it will help you save more troops by using it, whereby Sakura you have an increase of damage for archers. Considering she's the only one in the combo using archers, then obviously you're only gonna have that buff for herself, but still it's an increase of damage. When we're looking at the 7th skill, again, Sakura comes with 40% might, which means even more damage for the entire legion, where Bleeding Stead comes with 40% resistance, more sustain. If we're looking at the 6th skill, the Awaken one, for Sakura, again, might resistance, but an increase of damage for herself, whereby Bleeding Stead might resistance, but an increase of HP. So again, you can see the pattern here. So even though with her 2nd skill they both go in the same direction, they do go separate ways when it comes to the rest. Bleeding Stead is more of a sustain hero for the combo, where Sakura is more of a damage increase hero for the combo. Okay, so what does that mean for the two heroes? If we're looking to push the highest possible poison percentage, poison tile, then I would go with Sakura. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Sakura brings the damage. As I've already discussed in the poison tile guide, you need to kill the troops before the poison damage kills you. So the faster and the more damage you deal with your combo, the better. And when you're dealing with a 70% poison damage, that means you only get one shot to win that battle. And that's why the damage becomes more important than your sustain, because with 70%, because after the first round you're left with 30% of the HP in your legion, so you will definitely lose the second, and that's why damage becomes more important. But anything below 50%, I would turn to bleeding instead. He comes with a sustain, and because you don't need that damage to really win you the battle in the first round, it will help you out to save more troops by pushing poison tiles. Besides all this, you also need to take in consideration that we are discussing two different troop type heroes. Bleeding instead is a footman hero, Sakura is an archer hero, and that's where you should also think of your technology upgrades. Remember the basic videos that I've made regarding heroes where we're discussing that. So if you are more focused towards archers, then most probably you're anyway gonna get better results by using Sakura in the mid-row and not bleeding instead. And the same goes for bleeding instead if you're focused more on footmen or if you're equal in technology. But either way, both of these variations kind of show the same type of results. I cannot say which one is specifically better than the other, but compared to any other variations in the combo, this, at least for now, seems to be the best poison tile combo. Besides this top poison tile combo, I've also seen other things like Immortal, Rose and Healer. That was one of the combos I've seen, specifically also because Healer is a footman hero that will help you take not just poison tile but also enemy poison tile, as you do get an increase of demolition by using the footman ones. Another variation is also using the other new hero added, which is Pharah, which kind of works as a substitute for Beast Queen in the same combo. So you have Pharah, Rose and Immortal, or the opposite around, because we are pushing poison tile, you can use Immortal first and Pharah last. Either way, it's a much bigger damage increase than if you would be using Beast Queen. So these are other variations you might want to try out, but for now this was the poison tiles. Let's get into combat. In the combat section, when it comes to new combos, we are actually looking at the same one. Arslan and Healer are still there in the same combo. It's just the mid-row that changes. Not to say that Bleeding instead and Sakura do not work well, but the reason why they are used in the poison tile combos is because they focus their damage in the first 3 rounds. But when you are fighting an enemy legion, that usually goes up to the 9 rounds, and therefore the concentration of damage in the first 3 rounds is not as important as before. So you can have other variations, and the ones that do stand out and I've seen being used were having Poison in the mid-row, having Scarlet in the mid-row. But again, I do believe it's important to take note of the technology that you have and the buffs that you have to better understand what heroes to use in your mid-row. And yet still, the one thing to take out is that Arslan and Healer still work as well in the combat section as much as they work in the poison tile section. Besides the Arslan combo, let's talk about Pharah. Pharah is the newly added cavalry hero, and she is great at what she's doing, and that is concentrating even more damage in the first 3 rounds. That means glass cannons like we had before become even more efficient. The type of combos I've seen coming out of this was Pharah Warden and Spectral, or Pharah, Warden and Ranger. Both of them really strong. Again, those are basic attack combos, so they can get countered, but if they are against the typical Lawman Hellfire Avalanche, they actually do beat that combo, so you might want to check them out. Now, besides all of these, there are a lot of other variations, mostly coming from the fact that not everybody has all the heroes, so you do substitute one for another. But I think it's safe to say that Pharah and Arslan are two very powerful heroes that you must get your hands on, as a lot of new combos are coming out with them, and the results from those combos are outstanding. I don't want to get too much in details because the heroes are newly released and a lot of tests are getting done. I personally don't have the heroes, so I try to work with the information from other players that own the heroes. So later, when I do have more results, more details about these combos, and the combos become more stable in knowing which one is definitely the better one, then I will probably make a new video. But for now, guys, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the information. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next one.